Picture this. You're standing in hot sand. Thousands of people are screaming around you. Your heart is beating so fast you can feel it in your chest, your hands, and your throat. One wrong step, just one, and you're dead. That was life as a gladiator. But they didn't just walk into that arena cold. They trained for months, sometimes years. They learned how to take the fear, the shaking hands, the racing heart, and turn it to victory. Now imagine you're a young man captured in battle or sold as a slave. Suddenly, iron gates slam shut behind you at a place called a ludus, a tough gladiator training school. The air smells of sweat, sand, and barley porridge. This isn't a prison, it's a brutal factory that turns ordinary men into legends of the arena. And today, I'm going to take you inside their world, step by sweaty step, like I was right there watching them prepare. The second you arrive, rough hands push you into line with other new guys. Novici, they called them. Some were prisoners of war, some criminals, and a few even free men who volunteered for glory and prize money. A big, scary trainer called the lanista looks you over like you're a horse at market. You'll fight as a murmillo, he might growl, handing you a heavy wooden sword and shield. Or maybe a net and trident if you look quick and sneaky like a retiarius. Your new home? A rhetorical question. A small cell with a hard bed. No fancy pillows here. But the lanista feeds you well, because dead gladiators don't make him rich. Every morning, before the sun even thinks about rising, guards unlock the cells. You shuffle out, muscles still sore from yesterday, and head for breakfast. No bacon and eggs. Gladiators mostly ate a thick porridge of barley and beans, mixed with dried fruits, oats, and sometimes cheese or olive oil. Romans even joked and called them barley men, horderii. That heavy food gave them energy that lasted all day and built a layer of fat to protect their bodies from sword cuts. They also drank a strange mixture, ashes dissolved in vinegar or water, to strengthen their bones. You might think, yuck, no meat? But these fighters weren't bodybuilders with giant muscles. They were strong, tough, and quick, like well-oiled machines built for long fights. After that simple meal, the real work begins. The training yard opens up under the bright Italian sun. First come the warm-ups, stretching arms and legs, running laps, jumping, calisthenics to get the blood flowing. No goofing off. The doctorous, expert trainers, often retired gladiators themselves, watch with eagle eyes. One mistake and you feel the whip or a smack from a wooden stick. Now the fun part, or the painful part. You grab a rudis, a wooden training sword, much heavier than the real metal gladius. Your shield is heavy wicker too. Why heavier? So when fight day comes, the real weapons feel light as feathers in your hands. You march up to the palace, a tall wooden post stuck in the ground. For hours you hack, slash, thrust, and block against it. Faster! Keep your shield up! Don't drop your guard! Sweat pours down your face. Your arms burn like fire, but you keep swinging. Different gladiators trained for their special styles. The murmillo, with his big helmet shaped like a fish, practices close-up sword fighting. The retiarius dances with his net, trying to trap an imaginary opponent before stabbing with the trident. Thracians whirl curved swords. Samnites use big shields. Every move has to be perfect, because in the arena, hesitation means death. After the post-work, they pair you up for sparring. Real practice fights, but with blunted weapons, so nobody dies in training. You learn to read your opponent's eyes, dodge, counter, and wear him down. The lanista walks around shouting advice. Use your legs, stay balanced. Some days they wrestle or lift heavy stones to build raw power. It was like the world's toughest gym class, but with your life on the line. By midday, you're exhausted. Time for lunch. More barley mush, beans, maybe some vegetables. Then a rest during the hottest hours. Smart move, because Rome gets boiling hot. In the afternoon, more training, but lighter. Practicing specific tricks for your fighting type or polishing armor until it shines like the sun. These men weren't left to break down. Gladiators got good medical care, Because they were expensive investments. Doctors like the famous Galen worked on them, fixing cuts, setting broken bones, making sure they recovered fast. There were baths for cleaning up and relaxing sore muscles. Some schools even had heated floors in winter. But don't think it was all fun. Rules were strict. Talk back and you might get chained up or beaten. Yet a strange brotherhood grew in the ludus. You trained, ate, and bled with the same men who might one day kill you. They shared jokes, stories of past fights, and dreams of winning freedom. Some gladiators earned enough prize money to buy their way out. Some even became celebrities. Fans cheered their names. Here's where it gets intense. Imagine knowing that one day soon you'll stand before roaring crowds. The preparation wasn't just physical, it was mental. Gladiators learned to face fear. They visualized fights, practiced breathing to stay calm, and accepted that today might be their last. Some prayed to gods like Mars or Fortune for luck. Weeks or months of training lead to this. The night before a big show at the Colosseum or a local arena, excitement buzzes like bees. You might get better food, perhaps some meat for extra strength. The trainers check your weapons one last time. Armor gets oiled so it gleams. Your body is massaged with oil to loosen the muscles and to look impressive under the hot sun. On the morning of the fight, you march in a parade with other gladiators. The crowd loves the show. Trumpets blare. You wave or flex to get them cheering. Back in the tunnels under the arena, it's tense. Full tension. You hear the roars above, the clank of gates, the growls of animals if it's a wild beast fight too. Heart racing? You bet. But all that training kicks in. You bounce on your toes, swing your arms, rehearse your moves. Some gladiators had rituals, a quick prayer, a lucky charm, a joke with a buddy to cut the fear. And the lanista gives the last advice: stay sharp, entertain them, win. In the arena, sunlight hits your face, sand crunches under your sandals. The smell of blood from earlier fights mixes with sweat and perfume from the rich seats. 50,000 voices scream your name or boo your opponent. This is it. You circle your foe. All the hours on the palace, the heavy rudis swings, the sparring, it flows through you now, through your veins. Feint left, block high, strike low. The crowd gasps and cheers at good moves. They love skill, bravery, and drama more than quick kills. And a great fight means you both might live to fight another day. The emperor or sponsor gives the final thumbs up or down based on the crowd's roar. But wait, did they always fight to the death? Not usually. Good gladiators were too valuable. Many lived to retire rich and famous, teaching new fighters or living off their glory. Others won freedom and became bodyguards or heroes. Ancient writers loved poking fun at gladiators. They'd joke about the barley men getting fat on porridge, or how some strutted like peacocks before fights but shook like leaves inside. How pride came before their fall. There were funny stories of cowards who tried to run, or clumsy beginners tripping over their own nets. One gladiator might boast all week, only to hide behind his shield the whole fight while the crowd laughed. These tough warriors had egos, rivalries, and silly moments too, like arguing over who got the bigger piece of cheese at dinner. It humanizes them. They were fathers, friends, scared kids sometimes, dreaming of home while swinging swords under the Roman sun. Their preparation mixed pain, discipline, hope, and showmanship. One day you're sweating in the ludus, the next you're a star, making the whole Colosseum hold its breath. These men turned a death sentence into a chance for stardom through pure grit. Their training built not just muscles, but unbreakable will. From the first barley breakfast to the final arena roar, every step prepared them for that moment when steel clashed and the crowd went wild. If you ever visit Rome's ruins, close your eyes and picture the grunts, the clashes, the cheers. You can almost hear a gladiator yelling to his buddy before the gates open. Fight well, brother. Make them remember us. Their world was harsh, exciting, and full of surprises. Some survived dozens of fights. Some fell on their first, but they all prepared like their lives depended on it, because they did. And in doing so, they became legends that still fire up our imaginations today.